Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Nightwing, issue number 60. Another pretty damn good issue. There were some problems with it. I'm not going to sit here and try and fight that, alright? One of the biggest problems that the main bad guy here is called Burnback. That being said, like literally, it's just whatever. For the most part, though, I genuinely enjoyed this, man. It's a great new take on Nightwing. Let's get moving, alright? We got A City Ablaze, Part 2. Dan Jurgens is the writer. Chris Mooneyham is the artist. He also does the cover art. Nick Filardi does the colors, and will design on letters. And Warren Lowe, I'm sorry I butchered your name, dude, but really nice variant cover. All right. Oh, also, Nightwing was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez, the persona of Nightwing. Dick Grayson was actually just a little bit earlier in that, in the Bill Finger days. All right. So, what do you call it? You got the Nightwings. They're trying to fight off against Burnback, and Rick shows up. Hutch is the guy who really does a great job on this. Burnback has the ability to regenerate. The only way they're able to figure that out, though, is because Hutch comes along with his fireman's axe and just lops off this dude's hand and it regrows right in front of them. After it does like a little backdraft on him. And that's not what a backdraft is anyway. I'm making things up as I go along, okay? These guys are holding their own, but then Rick comes along and he's got a pretty freaking fantastic idea, which is something that the fireman should have been thinking about. Whatever, man, whatever. The really cool part of what happens in this comic book is Hutch, who Rick winds up calling Nightwing Red. I love that they would all have colors. That would be great. It would feel like a Pokemon game at the very least. I love that. I really hope they all get their individual Nightwing names. Like with colors. That would just be perfect for me, dude. What do you call it? Like Power Rangers. We find out about Melissa Stapleton. Now, this is the daughter of the person, the senior officer that Hutch was put up with back in his rookie year. So fresh out of academy, he gets put in a car with, to ride along with this senior officer, and he was planning on retiring pretty soon, and then, bad things happen. We wind up getting more on that story. We touched on it in the previous issue, but in this one, we really get into it. We get to see his daughter, how freaking she is, all right? Here's where some silly things started happening. First off, Nightwing's girlfriend, Rick's girlfriend is all like, I find it weird that, even though I like to help people, like you rush towards danger and like it's a thrill like you need, and that just turns me on. Like, whoa, freak Nick, why don't you just calm down now, all right? But also the doctor in the hospital talking about Detective Stapleton, actually I don't think he was a detective, Officer Stapleton. Oh, he's a vegetable right now. Oh, no, he's in a vegetative state. And his daughter screams at Hutch and says, "It's your fault that he's a vegetable." I don't know that anybody would say that. I would probably it's your fault that this happened. That's more like it, but it's your fault that he's a vegetable. I don't know, man. That'd be weird if somebody ever said, even in a moment of sheer anger. No, that would be a really weird thing to say. Anyway, like I said, there were a couple of silly little things in here, which I'm just looking at like, I don't know about that. But that being said, I love that there's a story here. I love that we're getting origin for I'm going to call him Nightwing Red now, dude. That's awesome. I dig that. And they're going to keep the circle closed because they don't know how much they can trust Rick. But yeah, they're still trying to work out as a team. I don't see Rick coming out of his thing anytime soon, out of his amnesiac state anytime soon. Like I said, I'm okay with that. I dig this. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.